Okay. So, I guess I'm just gonna wait for a couple people to hop on. I know I look like a zombie, but that's because I'm working like 18 hours a day. So please just bear with me, and I will wait and see if anybody wants to hop on here. Yeah. Kind of been struggling, so where else is a good place to vent, right? My anxiety is completely through the roof, so I don't even know how I'm dealing with that. But, hopefully some people hop on. If not, that's fine. I did put a trigger warning up, so pain patches, joint. Alright. Since nobody's probably here yet anyway, which is okay. I'm gonna get started in about a minute. Maybe throw my Giants beanie on so I feel like a real New Yorker. So, okay. I don't feel good. Oops. I haven't been feeling good. So I haven't been sleeping, obviously. Just like bags under my eyes and stuff. Okay. Let me see if I can invite some people and see if they're up, awake. Okay. So, I don't know what happened with that. I went to invite people and it literally said I had a bad connection. Let's see if I guess a couple of people are on. If not, that's fine. Yeah, I've been pretty much struggling lately. Yeah, I'm not gonna really invite any more people. I've been struggling lately, working, I guess the late night shift is kind of, had an effect on me, because every time somebody will, be like, awesome song, you know, they'll just walk up to me like, awesome song, like, they'll come up to me, or they'll say something nice, or like, excuse me, like, Tracy, you're an animal, like, I know, I'm a beast at working so much, but I do feel like my face is a lot clearer since I tried on that facial, if you guys saw my personal page. But basically I was in the car, I'm trying to think, was it last night? Yeah, last night, and, I heard a song that reminded me of my friend Kenny, who had passed away, and, from there it kind of triggered me to my friend Nicole that passed away, and then after that was just, like, extreme anxiety, so I usually have good coping mechanisms, like the gym, reading, writing, singing, all those types of things, but I literally just, my friend Kenny I met through my friend's, he was my friend's boyfriend, and, my friend apparently was doing heroin, and, getting it from him, but me and him only smoked weed, and at this point in my life, I, thought I was having a lot of, thought I had, like, hip arthritis and stuff. There would be points where I guess the nerves in my body were so bad I couldn't walk, so he would pick me up off of the couch and bring me to the bathroom so I could get up, because walking was so unbearable, and I'd be putting, like, lidocaine patches on my, lidocaine patches on my back, and, my hips, and all over my body, basically. And Kenny really helped me through that whenever I had a problem with the car, like my car tire went flat or whatnot. Kenny really just helped me, even though he was my friend's boyfriend. We really had a deep connection. And when I found out that he had passed away, we had a falling out because he kept asking me, like, oh, I got this, this Xanax prescription, do you want any? And I was like, dude, like, no, and I'm not going to want any. I don't know why you keep asking me, probably because you keep taking them. But I have my own prescription of anti-anxiety meds, and I don't need yours, so I never answered him. I was like, stop asking me. So me and him had a falling out, and that was in January 2016, and Kenny passed away on April 12th of 2016, so I didn't see him for a couple months. I didn't talk to him at all, and basically I found out that the day that he died, he had re-upped on what he was selling and doing, which was heroin and weed, but I don't think weed is a drug. It's not, it's medication. Which I'm gonna take mine now, because I'm in pain. So it was weed, that, and ketamine, but, he ended up going to get the new batch, I guess, and he came back, and when he came back, he tried it out, and it was, too much for him, and he overdosed, but the thing was that I was one of the guys. I've always been, like, one of the guys. I was there a couple days, like the day after it happened, and I remember going into his room, and on his bed there was, like, an end table next to it, but there was a handprint on the side of his bed that was full of blood. So literally me and 5 other guys thought that somebody came in, they knew that he got his drugs, and they robbed him. Because when the cops left, they left his bong half-packed, his weed stems all there. They left everything of weed, but nothing else of any other drug. So what happened after that was I went into his bedroom and said, let me just get the sheet off the floor. Needless to say, I picked up the sheet. And I picked up the sheet, and it was, like, very thick, it was very thick blood. And I picked it up. I said to one of our friends' moms, what's your name? This. And she saw me go white in the face, and, she took it out, and she was just like, why don't you go sit down? So that was like that. What we didn't know was that we kind of figured it out. Nobody ended up robbing him. The cops took all the drugs and didn't tell his mom what they found. The cops took all of his ketamine, his heroin, and they left all the weed there. So she didn't know. And what happened was, we figured out that he probably did too much, took too much did it off of his dresser, which is next to his bed. He probably laid down on his bed backwards, and then once he realized that he was bleeding from his face, he sat up and wiped his face with his hand and put his hand on his bed. And when he went to get up and stand up, he was already overdosing. And he was probably vomiting blood right onto the floor where I picked up the sheet from. And he fell. They found him face down. When his mom came home that day, she offered to give him some food I think she got from Burger King. And he wasn't answering, so she went downstairs, and that's what she found. So thinking about this and listening to the song kind of triggered it to when we would be in the car singing. And at one point I didn't have a car because I got into a car accident, and he was really there for me. Then what triggered that onto my coworker, Nicole, I remember when she would ask me for help. Like, she turned to me one day right before Labor Day weekend, which is a year basically before she died. She turned to me and said, I need to go away. I need to go away. I need help. I can't stop this. And I said, well, you look like you're doing something. Like, are you doing like cocaine? Like, what are you doing? She just looked at me and she's like, dope. I'm just dope. And I was like, okay, so tell Justin that you need to go away and get help again. This is her second time at rehab, and she was only 19 at that time. So she waited a while to tell Justin, who was our boss. He's very understanding. He's really cool. I worked there for 9 years, and she told him she went away. When she got back, she was good for a little while, and basically on and off until up and when she died. She went to there's a Billboard festival with like some of the top artists here at the end of the summer in New York, and so she went to that concert with her brother, who was addicted to opioids. But this is what happened a couple weeks before she died. She's one of 4. She's the second oldest. Her oldest brother's addicted, or was addicted. He stopped his addiction when Nicole died to Oxycontin and painkillers. And what happened was, okay, her younger sister Julia tried killing herself a couple weeks before Nicole died by taking their older brother's drugs. So she took too many. She ended up overdose trying to kill herself, and Nicole felt like she wasn't a good enough big sister to her younger sister. So after seeing her sister go through that, she felt really guilty. Nicole died on a Sunday morning, so the Wednesday before that, she tried to kill. She shot up too much in a car. Some random person walking by called 911, and they brought her to the hospital. They saved her. She got out. She went in on Wednesday. She got out on Friday. She was released to her older brother, who again has a pill problem. And she must have gone out and gotten more. And she was embarrassed by the fact that she was shooting up, and instead of just snorting it like she used to do. And Nicole was going to be 21 in September, and this happened right before I turned 23. So that weekend, I think that Saturday it was, that Saturday, after she got released, they went, I think, to the concert, and I got home. She hung out with one of her friends from here, who none of us really like. I don't like the girl particularly because she cheated. My sister's boyfriend cheated on her, but it was with this girl who already has a kid, and she had this kid when she was like 16, which is like with all due respect, but anyway, she was just not on my good list. She was on my shit list. And I used to go skydiving with Nicole. I worked with Nicole for a long time. We never hung out because I smoked weed and I didn't do the heavy drugs that she was into. So literally, I was told that she was hanging out with this girl that night. The same girl left. And after she left, Nicole probably did more heroin. And usually whenever she would take too much, she would text her mom downstairs, who was an alcoholic. And she would text her and say, like, I need help, like, help me. Instead, Nicole decided to get up and go ask her mom for help this time. And this time was different because when she got up, everything just rushed to her head, and she, she fell right on her. Everything just overwhelmed her heart, and her heart exploded, basically. And then they found her. They couldn't get in her room Sunday morning. They found her with her hand, like, on the floor, in between her door and where they could get in, face down, reaching for the door. So she was trying to get help, and she went to rehab twice. And that just hurts me because Nicole, and I were very like, and, if I didn't look like I was so tired right now, I would be the same bubbly person, Me and her always had a way of lighting up the room whenever we walked into it, and, if she wanted to kill herself because she felt like she wasn't a good enough big sister to Julia, who tried to kill herself a couple weeks before then. And, she didn't deserve to die, and she was really looking for help. And a couple days before she overdosed and relapsed from when she was sober, she'd put up pictures that said, like, this is for me, like, this is about me, like, I'm gonna do this time, and I hope that she found what she was looking for. I hope that she found the happiness that she was trying to find down here. I wish that she accepted, like, half of the love that she gave out to people. Like, this girl's, like, 20 years old, And, it happened a couple days before my birthday, so on my birthday, I was at her wakes. I didn't plan on taking the day off after my birthday because I thought it was selfish with my job at the hospital. But I ended up having to take that day off for a funeral. Kind of sucked. I hope that, it's hard because I'm, like, getting emotional. It just, when I found out that she died, I was taking out my garbage. It was a Sunday morning, and I saw a status that said, no, this can't be true, blah, blah, blah. So I called her ex-boyfriend, or I messaged him through Facebook. And I was like, yo, Demetrius, like, what's going on? Is Nicole dead? Like, how can this be true? We shut down the entire state parkway because she's got family in California, North Carolina, South Carolina, Long Island, upstate New York, Pennsylvania, and we shut down the entire LIE, which is like a huge expressway out here, all the way from, like, it's like an hour away from Nassau County to Suffolk County, when she was being buried, but, you know, there was so many of us there that we wish we could have done more. There are people that tried to help her. She tried to help herself. But between Kenny and her, and then just, I don't have a lot of memories to look back on for both of them, because, you know, I didn't hang out with them all the time for a good reason, but, you know, I know Kenny didn't deserve to die. I know Kenny never wanted to die. Nicole, she had so much going for her. She was a year older than my sister. And, it hurts. Because if she could have just accepted half the love that she gave out, or half of any type of gratitude that she had, that opposite effect, that bubbly, that happy, that smiling face for other people, like, she might still be here. I wish that she knew that I know, and I've always known, you know, how upsetting it is to be depressed or be suicidal or whatever. I just wish that she knew that I was there the whole time, and I would have helped her, if I could have, you know. It's hard, because both these people that I knew that died were less than 25, you know, and I'm 25 now, and I never thought I'd live to be this old. I never really planned on it. I didn't take my SATs. I thought I'd be dead by 25, you know. I didn't have a life planned out for me. It's totally different now. But, I never wanted to. I never aspired to go to college and stuff, and I did. I got my associate's degree, and then I had to stop going, so I could have insurance for my medical condition. But, I, never planned on living this long, and my therapist says to me, or whatever, she doesn't know how I've dealt with all that, and in between, it's just so much other stuff has happened I didn't put a trigger warning up for. But, it really just hurts, and, looking back at it, I wish that she would have known the whole time that I was here. Kind of sucks when all you want to do is help people. And then they're gone. And I've lost a lot of people in my life, including my stepdad. When I was 13, that wasn't easy. And my grandmother. And after that, just things kept trickling down. But, I just, I'm having a hard time struggling in the whole anxiety thing. With work. That triggers from one incident with a coworker that was inappropriate. I'll explain that another time. But, those two people dying other than my family members, and my mom's good friend who died of a drug overdose, who was an alcoholic after his mom died. It's been hard every time. Somebody passes away, or I see somebody with a drug problem or something, I wish I could do something about it, because I got the tattoo on my back. It says, "Continue my life." I got it probably a month or so after Nicole died, and I feel like I have to continue my life through her. Through other people that weren't able to do so. My whole my whole life I knew what it was like to be depressed and all that other stuff like that. I didn't put a trigger up for it, so I don't want to say it. But all I really want to do is help people, and my coping mechanisms are like to read, to write, to sing, to do things that I love, go to the gym, but I haven't had time to do any of those things because I'm just working so much. What am I smoking? I usually am good with names. I really don't know what I'm smoking right now, but I only get medical marijuana because my friend, who I get with, my friend who I get with, he was run over by a car, and he gets, like, the top quality stuff, and we usually pick up stuff together. I got these, pre-rolls that I had mailed in, and, this is not one of them. The pre-rolls have the keef all over them, like $25 a piece, but, I know I'm smoking medicinal stuff, and if I wasn't, then it wouldn't work. I hate missing people. So when I miss somebody in person, or I want to say something to somebody alive, it's like, say what you mean what you say. You know, like, I miss you, I love you, I care about you. I'm sorry, it's a big one. You know, I forgive you. Because these people, you never know. A lot of us are probably, I don't know, ages of over 19 here, but I think I'm one of the younger, I guess, because I'm 25. But, like, I wish I said these things to the people that I knew that didn't get to live past, 22 or 20, and I know Nicole was waiting for her birthday to be 21. That really sucked, because she was about a month away from turning 21. I usually don't make sappy videos. I'm usually having an okay day. Excuse me. But, I don't really ever forget them. I'm never gonna forget them. I wish I could have done more. I told my one, I don't know if you saw this, but I told my one friend, Nicole, go to rehab, go tell Justin that you have to go. He's more than understanding. He was our boss owner. Like, we went skydiving with him, too. He's the reason why I go skydiving. But I haven't gone since last year, which was my 5th jump. But, I don't like what I had to see her family go through. Kenny's wake I went to, too. And, seeing your friends who have fallen literally to their death on their face, and in the coffin, it's like it looked like chin down, and, like Nicole didn't look like Nicole, and, that hurts. Kenny didn't look like Kenny. That hurts. These people's parents know that when I showed up at their child's funeral, which I don't think anyone should have to bury their child, there was a reason why they haven't seen me in a while. I didn't put a trigger warning up for this, but I know what it's like to quote-unquote lose your own child. So, anyway, I don't think any parent should have to go through that. I know I'm, like, usually not sappy. I'm sorry. Well, actually, that's an awesome thing, because you're, like, you admitted you had, you know, a problem, and that was the first step whenever you took that step. So, anyways, awesome. The people that I was talking about, one of them, she knew, I don't know if you've been here, but she knew. Hi, Jill. She knew she had a problem and told me, and I said earlier, you know, like, I told Nicole, go, you know, Justin doesn't have a problem. Kenny, he sold this stuff. Excuse me, he sold the stuff, but he also, did it, but I smoked pot with him and watched a favorite TV show. He would carry me when I didn't feel like I could walk, because I had lidocaine patches on my hips, and I still have John even put lidocaine patches on my back, because I have degenerative disc disease, and I'm like 25, but yeah. I hate the fact that, you know, I have to sit here and cry about people that are, like, years younger than me, and I look like I'm 12. These people weren't my best friend, but there was a reason for that. We did connect, and that's why we're also chill. I used to chill with Kenny at, like, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, smoking blunts. I'm just sorry, you know. Thank you, Chris, because I am... smoking makes me feel better with my pain, but, now I'm, like, sitting here being sappy just because I'm talking the truth. Yeah, no, I just, these people, you know, one of them knew they had a problem, the other didn't. The other, he was an alcoholic, he was an older Jew, my mom's friend. My grandma didn't, obviously, and my stepdad didn't, so they just didn't wake up or didn't come home. I guess that's really all I wanted to, say, just because, that's what's making me worried, and that's what's triggering my anxiety. So, I'm probably going to finish smoking this and go to bed, because I usually start at 8. Tomorrow I start at 9. My doctor's working 61 patients from 8 in the morning till 7 at night. I think it's like 7 o'clock here. I really can't tell, actually. It won't show me. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Hopefully not too many people see my sappy video. Alright. Thanks for watching, and everybody have a good night. Sorry I went on a rant.